Hey, what's going on, guys? So yesterday I saw Black Panther and it was great. Sorry I haven't done a movie review in a while, but these reviews do take a while to make, so you know how it is. Of course, if you want to see more reviews, you can check out my Stardust. I've talked about this before. If you don't know what Stardust is, it's basically an app where you can post like 30-second reviews of movies that you can watch them and stuff. If you have Stardust, you can follow me. My username is osnap321. Alright, before we talk about the film itself, can we just talk about the experience first of all? So it was like 7 PM, yeah, and I was with my mum and my bros, and we were trying to see Black Panther because, you know, obviously we just got our hair cut done by the African barber, got that fresh cut. There was like an African lady in there on the phone talking like, have you seen Black Panther? It's really deep. It was about a civilization. I was like, oh my days. If I was getting my hair done and I was like, yo. We wanted to see Black Panther that night. We wanted to go for the 7:45 one, but the thing is, yeah, we were starving, fam. Like, we had no food, no money, so we had to go all the way home and all the way back to the cinema for 7:45. We got to the cinema at like 7:55, so I'm like, oh, okay, it won't be that deep because, you know, adverts take like 20 minutes anyway before the actual film starts, so maybe we could get there in time, you know, when the actual film starts. But the thing is, yeah, the line was long. The whole place was full of people trying to get in. It was like there was like black Londoners, teenagers, African aunties with their traditional robes and stuff, ready to see Black Panther. And there were like a few couples trying to see 50 Shades Freed. Because I knew we weren't gonna make it, so instead we got the 8:30 one for 3D instead. I mean, yeah, it costs more, but you know, I didn't want to miss nothing. I wasn't about to go in late. But yeah, the cinema was packed. Like, people were rolling in still when the film was starting. Like, during the opening scene, people were still trying to find their seat in the darkness, fam. But yeah, fam, it was like some event, let me tell you. But anyway, let's just talk about the film itself. So, in my opinion, this is one of the best Marvel films. I think it's better than Civil War, Homecoming, Age of Ultron. In fact, I think it's the best Marvel film since The Winter Soldier. The film is directed by a young man, Coogler, who also did Creed. I haven't seen Creed, but I heard good things about it. I'm trying to see it before Creed 2 comes out still. And the film stars Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, as you know, the Black Panther. T'Challa is basically now king of his nation, Wakanda, and you know, he's basically kind of like new to this king kind of stuff. But then, you know, without spoilers, we have this villain called Killmonger who comes in, he's trying to take over the throne and, you know, have control of the special power source that Wakanda has called, you know, vibranium. Alright, let's talk about Killmonger for a minute. First we had Hela, which I thought was a good step up for like Marvel villains, but Killmonger is something else, fam, because you really do understand where this guy is coming from, like, and to an extent you actually feel for him. We also have Andy Serkis as Claw, as one of the villains as well. Like, bruh, he was jokes, fam. He was just like some crazy guy, and you can tell Andy Serkis had fun with his character. Daniel Kaluuya as W'Kabi was in this as well. I thought it was cool. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny how he just looked like he was in the sunken place from Get Out, like, most of the time. He just had some straight face, like, the whole time. It was funny. We also had Denai Guinera, who was like the best fighter. I mean, she was wavy, and the best character in my opinion was T'Challa's sister, because she was so excited to be working with her brother, like with like the technology and stuff. And you know, she's so young and she's like into modern life, which I thought was just adorable. The effects for the most part were good. Some parts were, I thought, overused the CGI, especially in some fight scenes, but the landscapes were like beautiful, fam. My mum was like, wow, she wanted to see more. Apparently some people were complaining that there weren't enough like action scenes in this. Like, bro, this simply isn't the case. Like, I thought there were enough. The action itself I thought was okay, you know. Some parts were full of shaky cam, which was kind of tough to see, you know, especially in 3D. And there were some really cool long shots as well, which looked great. By the way, the 3D was okay. I mean, you know, it was just fine. It wasn't spectacular, but you can just see it in 2D. The 3D just made it harder to see the action, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But my guy Kendrick Lamar did his duties with the soundtrack. Like, the soundtrack was really good, and the score itself was also really cool, mixing traditional African music with the modern beats. Also, I just want to say big up my guy Ken Burton, who goes to my church. He was the choir master for the film's music as well. But yeah, overall guys, this is probably one of the best Marvel films I've seen in a long time, and I would definitely be down for a sequel. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Have a good day and peace.